Hey y'all, it's me, Key. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title of the video, I'm back with another story time. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I'm trying to reach my goal of 1K before the end of the year. Y'all, I know the title of this video is crazy. Is it misleading? Yes. But y'all gonna find out why I gave the story time this title. So for the trolls, listen to the whole story before y'all try to leave y'all 2 cents in the comment section. Can y'all do that first? Okay, so let's go ahead and give him a name. We're gonna call him Todd. Yeah, let's call him Todd. Me and Todd, we go way back. Like, I met Todd when I was about 17 or 18. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all can hear cartoons in the background. That's my baby watching TV. Me and Todd, we go way back. Like, I met Todd when I was about 17 or 18. Like, I wouldn't say that me and Todd were ever together, but we were low-key talking, you know, but we were more friends than anything. Todd would take me out on dates. I would spend the night with him. Once I got older and got my own place, he would come stay the night with me. And although we were close and had been talking for so many years, we had never been intimate. Like, we never done that. Like, we came close, but I just didn't let it happen because I didn't want to ruin whatever we had. Like, I just felt like we were better off just as friends. Recently, Todd reached out to me. Well, actually, he's been reaching out to me for like the last few years, but I'm just so good at ignoring people. So I'm just going to say recently I responded. When I finally responded to Todd, he messaged me like, give me your number. So I sent him my number and right away he FaceTimed me. So we on FaceTime, you know, he asked me the usual questions. How have I been? Why have I been ignoring him? And how many kids I got? I answered all his questions. And then I was like, before we go any further with this conversation, are you single? Y'all, there's a reason why I asked Todd this question. So let me give y'all a little bit of backstory. Because as I mentioned, I met this man when I was like 17 or 18. And we're around the same age, y'all. Years ago, when I was in the shelter, y'all know I was in the shelter because I told y'all my last story time that me and my baby, well, my oldest child, we were in the shelter. And during that time, me and Todd, we were communicating. So he knew all about me being in the shelter. Like, he even tried to help me when I was in the shelter. He had told me, yeah, I got a house that you can stay in if you want to. Like, you don't have to be in the shelter with your baby or whatever. But I'm so in love with my weak-ass baby daddy. Like, I'm telling him, no, like, I'm good. I'm just going to stick it out. I'm just going to stick it out because when I get out of here, I'm going to have my own place. Like, that's what the shelter do. They help you get a job and they help you get a place. And so I was just waiting on that. So, yeah, he knew my whole situation or whatever. And he was just trying to help me. After our conversation, maybe like a day or two later, I get a phone call from somebody. It's early in the morning too. It's the weekend because I worked Monday through Friday. So I get a call like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm still asleep. My baby is asleep and I'm asleep. But I can feel my phone vibrating. Like, it was vibrating for a long time. So it's obvious that the person that was calling, they kept calling my phone. So I finally get up and I'm still asleep and I just put the phone to my ear. I'm like, hello, like, still asleep, y'all. And then I hear a girl on the phone. She goes, this Todd bitch. She wasn't calling me a bitch, but she was just saying how she's Todd bitch. She was like, this Todd bitch, I just want to know if you was fucking my nigga. And I'm like, huh? Like, y'all, I'm still asleep. I'm like, huh? Like, who is this? She was like, it's Todd bitch. Are you fucking my nigga? I'm like, no, me and Todd, we never fuck. We just cool. And she goes, okay, I just want to know if you was fucking my nigga because I read y'all text messages. Before I go any further, let me just say this. Todd was flirting with me when we were texting. I mean, shit, we were low-key talking at one point. Like I said, he would take me out on dates. We spend a night with each other, but we just never been intimate. Yeah, but when he was making his advances toward me, like, I was curving him. I wasn't, you know, like I said, I was in love with my baby daddy who was in jail, and I was waiting on him. Y'all, I was holding it down. After the girl said that, she was like, yeah, I read y'all text messages, and I told her, I'm like, and as you can see, I was curving that nigga. After I said that, we literally sat on the phone in silence for a good 15 to 20 seconds. Probably not even that long. Probably for like 10 to 15 seconds. We just sitting on the phone in silence. So I'm like, hello? Because, y'all, it's like 6 or 7 o'clock in the damn morning. And she goes, oh, yeah, I just want to know if he's fucking my nigga. And then I said, I told you, no, the fuck? And I hung up on her. She could have really waited to call me in the afternoon. You could at least waited until 12 to call me. Because, bitch, I'm asleep. My baby sleep. I work Monday through Friday. Like, come on now. You could have waited. I bet she waited until Todd went to work to call me. But yeah, whatever. So it didn't end there. Like, the drama with this girl did not end there, and she don't need a name. I'm gonna just refer to her as what she called and told me her name was Todd Bitch. So that's what I'm gonna call her, Todd Bitch. So after that little incident with Todd Bitch, I waited for him to hit me up so I can tell him what had happened. So of course he hits me up and I tell him, hey, you know, some bitch by the name of Todd Bitch, she called me and basically was trying to press me about you. And he got mad when I told him. He was like, yeah, that bitch, she just delusional. I don't F her like that. You know, no, it's nothing like that. But I'm thinking to myself, no, I know niggas, because niggas, they be trying to downplay their relationship. He didn't have to do that with me because I'm already with somebody. It's not like I'm going to leave my baby daddy and start dealing with you. No, you didn't have to do that. And I'm not finna cheat on my baby daddy with you. So no, you did not have to downplay your relationship. You could have just been honest. Ain't like we, you know, doing anything. You could have just been honest with me. So he was just telling me how she was delusional and just ignore her. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, I don't care. She just better not call my phone no more. So y'all, as I mentioned, it did not end there with this girl. It did not end there. One day, this was probably a week after, like maybe a week or two after she had called me. One day, I don't know where I was, but I just remember getting a text message from her again. She sends me a picture. I wish I still had this picture, y'all. I would post it. But she sends me a picture of her and Todd in the car. Like, it was like one of them paparazzi shots, because you can see, like, she was trying to hide it, but you can see, like, the top of her head, like, the corner of her head, and you can see Todd driving. So, yeah, she sent me a picture of her and Todd, and she was like, yeah, this my man. Quit talking to my man. I'm with him right now. So I'm like, okay, yeah, now she got me fucked up, because why are you still bothering me? So after she sent me that picture and that text message, I called Todd, and he answered the phone. Like, I called Todd while I guess they were together. I didn't know this picture was in real time, like they were together right then and there. Like, I really didn't care no ways. But I called Todd and I'm like, tell your bitch to quit texting my phone. She just sent me a picture of you. Tell her to leave me the fuck alone before shit get bad. So when I said that, he just started yelling at her and started going off on her, talking about, so leave her the fuck alone, bitch. Leave her the fuck alone. I told you quit texting and calling her phone. And then they get into it. You know, they arguing, they going back and forth. And I just hang up because I ain't got time for that shit. You ain't my nigga. Like I said, my nigga is in jail. So why am I finna listen to y'all argue? Like, we don't even have no type of dealings, y'all. And no, it did not end there. It did not end there with this boy. So after that, I don't know how much time had went by before Todd Bitch hit me up again. But she definitely did. She texted me out the blue. I don't remember everything that she said, but something stuck out to me. She was like, yeah, I was reading y'all text messages and I know everything. Like, when she said that, to me, she was insinuating that she knew that I was living in the shelter with my baby, because she didn't really have no tea on me. Like, there was nothing I was telling Todd through text message that she can throw on my face except that. So when she said that, I knew what she was talking about, and I got mad. I just told her, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you read, quit texting my phone. I told Todd, get your bitch. Like, I'm done. I'm not finna keep going back and forth with her. Like, I will really beat this bitch the fuck up. So I told him, basically, she was trying to insinuate that I was living in the shelter, like she knew shit about me. And he was like, well, that bitch, she can't talk about nobody, because before I met her and her kids were homeless, living in somebody's closet. So I basically saved her from her situation, so she can't talk about nobody. But y'all, he had told me the girl was crazy. He had told me she was crazy. I remember one day I was on my way home. This is way after me getting out of the shelter. This is probably about 4 years later, y'all. So I'm almost home, y'all, and I'm passing the QT. So I'm driving by, y'all, and I see like 3 or 4 police cars. And the police got they out, and they got them pointed at this black man. And the black man got his hands on the trunk of a car. And I noticed, I'm like, he looks familiar, because y'all, I can spot Todd out anywhere. So I'm like, he looks familiar. That's Todd. I know that's Todd. And tell me why it was Todd. I had asked Todd, like, what happened? Like, why was you know, why the police had you like that? He tells me, he was like, yeah, me and Todd Bitch, me and old girl, we got into it. I had asked her if she can take my kids home because they had went shopping. They were on outings and it was time for his kids. He had 2 kids. It was time for his kids to go home. So he was like, can you drop off my kids at home? And y'all, so she gets mad. She was saying, yeah, she'll drop them off, but she wants some gas in her car. So she get mad because Todd tell her, like, you don't even need no gas. You're literally on a full tank of gas. Just drop them off. Why do I got to give you gas? And plus, they were living together, sharing the same car, all that. So he was like, why do I have to give you gas? Just drop them off. You got a full tank. Ain't like you need it. So he tells me she's in the car tripping. She starts tripping and screaming, cussing him out, trying to fight him because she wants him to put more gas in her car and she didn't even need it. That's why they were at the gas station, because she pulled up to the gas station and she told him, yeah, before I go drop your kids off, you have to put more gas in my car. And he was like, she already had a full tank. She was just tripping for nothing. I don't know, but that's what he told me what happened. And y'all, it's crazy that she did all that with me, because after that, like, Todd had called me one day and he was like, he just needed somebody to talk to. So I picked him up and we went to Wingstop. And I ordered my food. I got me some lemon pepper wings. And I'm like, you're not going to get no food, because I see he wasn't ordering them. He was like, no, I just need to talk to you. So we sit outside and I'm eating my food. And he was just telling me how he went home and he caught her walking a nigga outside. Like, the nigga had stayed the night. I don't know. I guess he was at home with his mom because his mom was real sick. So he had to help her sometime. So he goes home in the next morning and he catches her walking a nigga outside. And y'all, he was like, it just got bad and he broke up with her. So yeah, she did all that with me just to be a cheater too. So I don't know. That was weird. But anyway, so yeah, back to the main part of the story. I just want to give y'all a little backstory about Todd and the little issue that we had with old girl, aka Todd bitch. Me and Todd, we still on FaceTime, y'all, and it's the weekend, so I have time to talk. You know, during the week I'm very busy, but yeah, it's the weekend, so I have time to talk to Todd. So we just catching up, y'all. We on the phone for like a good 2 hours. We just catching up. I'm asking Todd if he still lived in that same house that he grew up in. He's telling me no, he don't live there no more, and I was just shocked because he lived there like his whole damn life. I asked Todd if he was working, and he had told me no, he wasn't working at the moment, but if he wanted to, he can just go get a job tomorrow, because Todd, he had a blue collar job, so he made really good money, y'all. So he was just telling me how he recently bought a truck from somebody, and turns out that person had a title loan on the truck. So the people came and took that truck. So he didn't really have transportation. I mean, he had a motorcycle, but he didn't want to be driving that motorcycle to work because he had to have tools and stuff like that. So he was just like, yeah, I'm just chilling right now, you know, taking a break. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I can understand that. But he was like, yeah, I still got money coming in though. I'm like, okay, well, that's all that matters. So I'm telling him, like, you know, I'm going to be kid free later because my kids, they were going to go stay the weekend with family. So I'm telling him I'm going to be kid free. So if you want to come over, you can come over. We can just eat and watch movies. He was like, yeah, that's cool, because that's what me and Ty, that's what we do. If we not going out on dates, we at the house chilling, watching movies and eating. So I'm telling him, yeah, you can come over. You know, I'll give you my address. You can pull up. And I trusted Ty because I don't let people around me. I do not, can't nobody know where I live yet. I'm very much private. So I feel like I could trust Ty. Later on that night, because I told Todd to come like around 8 or 9. So later on that night, Todd FaceTimes me around 8 and he was dressed and ready to go, y'all. He was like, send me your address. And I got cold feet. I don't know why. I don't know, probably because I've been alone for so long. Like, y'all, I don't date. I don't drink. I mean, I probably drink every blue moon. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all can see I recently posted a video, and I had a mimosa in my hand. That's because it was my sister's birthday, but I do not drink. I don't fornicate. Like, I chose abstinence. Like, I'm nowhere like I was back then. I be feeling like a nun because of my choices. I just feel like I don't want to date right now because I'm not where I want to be. Like, there's goals I'm trying to reach, and I feel like men are distractions. So I don't want to date right now. Let me get my shit in order. Let me get my things in order. And once I reach my goals, then I'll start dating again. But right now, I do not want to date. I don't want to. And the dating pool sucks anyways. So no, I don't want to date and I don't want to fornicate. So yeah, I'm a nun right now. That's why I got cold feet. You know, I'm just so used to being by myself. I had to think of a quick lie, y'all. I told him, I was like, my mom is here. She had to come to my house because her her AC went out, so you know all the kids are back at my house, and my nieces and my nephews are here too because she was supposed to be babysitting everybody for the weekend, and her AC went out, and they can't be in the house like that. It's hot outside, so everybody has to come to my house. So he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I understand, you know, but if you change your mind, just let me know because I don't mind, you know." I'm like, "Oh, no, it's cool. Like, you know, on another time, on another day, when I don't have my kids, when I'm kid free, then you can come." I ended up not coming that night. I ended up going to sleep, and the next morning he calls me. He probably called me like 9 o'clock in the morning. So Todd calls me in the morning, and we just, you know, talking again. We just catching up still. So we just catching up, and while we're on the phone, like my garage was opening. Like, there was an issue with my garage. I guess somebody who moved into the house, I think behind mine, their garage opener was opening my garage. My garage door would just open at random times. It could be early in the morning, in the middle of the night, in the afternoon. It would just open and close because the neighbor's garage opener was programmed to mine. So I had told him, I'm like, damn, I gotta run downstairs and close my garage. And he was like, "Oh, okay, where you live? You live in a house or an apartment?" And I told him, I'm like, "I live in a house." He was like, "Okay, that's what's up." So Todd starts asking me more questions, and this should have been a red flag to me, y'all. He asked me about my backyard, like, was it big or small? And I'm like, you know, it's a decent sized backyard. And then he asked, who lives with me? And I'm like, it's just me and my kids. He was like, "Oh, you don't have no nigga living with you?" I'm like, no. He was like, "You don't live with family?" I'm like, no. The fuck? So we're talking on the phone, and remind you, we're on FaceTime, and I noticed that he has a lot going on in the background. He had told me he was at his auntie house. He never said he was staying with her, but this is the second time we've been on FaceTime and he was still at his aunt's house. So I'm like assuming he lives with her, you know, because he hasn't FaceTimed me where he'd be like, "Oh, I'm at home right now." He has never said that. So I'm assuming that he lives with his aunt. And I noticed that it's a lot of people in the background. I don't hear no kids, but all I hear is grown motherfuckers. So Todd is being funny, right? He asked me if he can come lay in the bed with me. So I'm being funny too. I'm like, "No, I don't have a bed. You gonna come lay on the pallet with me on the floor?" And somebody in the background, they bust out laughing like I told a joke, like I was Bernie Mac or something. And I'm like, I'm not going to ask what's funny because I don't even know if they laughing at me. They could be on the phone with somebody or they could be watching TV. I don't know. But I'm not going to say nothing. So Todd tells me if that's the case, you might as well just come up over here. And then he laughing too. So I'm like, "Oh, you know I got a bed. Like, what the hell?" He was like, "Yeah, I know you got a bed. I'm just messing with you. I can see your bed in the background." Because like I said, we was on FaceTime. So he asked me another question. He asked me what kind of phone I had. And I tell him I got an iPhone 12 Pro Max. And y'all, once I said that, the same person, and it sounded like an older lady, but it's the same person. So I'm just going to assume that it was his aunt. She starts laughing again, like I told a joke, like I was Bernie Mac. Like this was just the funniest shit to her. And then this how I knew that the bitch was laughing at me, because she gonna say, "We all got iPhone 15s over here." So when she said that, I was like, my phone is still look new. It still look the same. I don't have no scratches on it. My screen ain't cracked. It looked just fine. And it's paid off. And once I said that, she didn't say nothing else. Like, she stopped laughing, because why does that even matter? You're old as fuck. You shouldn't be in our conversation in the first place. How are you laughing about me having an iPhone 12 when my situation could be better than yours? And then, like, I knew she had a young, immature mindset, because that type of shit shouldn't even be important to you. The fuck? So I told her, you know what? I gotta call you back. I gotta go do something. So we get off the phone. And y'all, as soon as we got off the phone, my cousin Bree, if y'all remember in the story time, I found out I was a side chick part 1. Bree, my cousin, she was the one who tried to, well, she told me to go put some sugar in Predator's tank, and I almost got caught because he was in there asleep. Y'all gotta go watch that if y'all haven't watched it yet. But yeah, so she be having me do some crazy stuff, and she also tried to make me put some sugar in this other dude's tank. I told y'all that story time too, is when I caught the dude I was low-key talking to on a date with somebody else. Yeah, she told me to go put some sugar in his tank too. But yeah, that's the one. That's my bad angel. She's crazy, y'all. She's crazy. So yeah, my cousin Bree, she had called me, and she was just like, "What you doing, cousin?" Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah, I just got off the phone with Todd." And she does not, I want to say that she don't like Todd, But she always asks me, like, why do you be talking to him? Because she just thinks he's the ugliest thing she ever seen. She calls him chameleonaire. And I tell her all the time, I'm like, it's not about his face. I'm just attracted to a man with beautiful teeth. Like, even Predator, he was not attractive whatsoever, but them teeth, that smile was, oh my God. So it was the same for me and Todd. Like, no, he was not really attractive, but he had some beautiful teeth and a nice smile, and he dressed really well. He kept some money because he was a blue-collar worker. Even when we was young, like, he dressed nice. That's what I liked about Todd. He was a clean dude, and he had some money. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I like about Todd. And he's like, he gives men, like, I like a man who know how to fix things. Like, that's the type of man that I like, and that's what Todd was. And she was like, okay, yeah. So I'm telling her, like, I just got off the phone with Todd, and I was on the phone with him, and his auntie was all in the background laughing at me because I had an iPhone 12 and I was sleeping on a pallet on the floor. She was laughing at me because she was laughing at me. My cousin was like, oh, hell no, fuck that. Call his ass back right now. Call him back right now. Pop your shit, bitch. Pop your shit. Let him know what's up. Call him back right now. I'm like, no, I'm not even finna do that. She's like, no, I don't give a fuck. Call him back right now. Pop your shit. No, like, I'm not even gonna do that because it's gonna cause a whole bunch of unnecessary drama that I don't need. Shit just don't be worth it now. Like, back then, the old me would have called her like, yeah, bitch, I got this, and that. I'm doing this, and that. But the new me with a whole bunch of kids, I don't even, it's no reason for me to even go there. And yes, I wanted to ask her what was funny so bad. Like, the old me inside of me wanted to, but it just isn't worth it. And especially with somebody with a mindset like her, she obviously had a young, immature mindset. Like, there was just no point of me doing all that. So no, fuck her. The fuck? She just better worry about her making them payments on that iPhone 15, okay? Because the motherfucker ain't paid off. But yeah, so I was just telling her, like, about our conversation. She was telling me I don't need to be talking to him because he ugly. I'm like, girl, like, it's not all about that. And plus, I wasn't looking to be dealing with nobody anyways because, like I said, y'all, I'm a nun right now. I'm focused on me, my goals, and my children. So as I mentioned, it was a weekend, so Todd was calling me all damn day. So Todd had called me probably like an hour after that. And so Todd had asked me if I would cook for him. And I'm like, yeah, if you go buy the stuff, I don't mind. I'll cook something. And he gonna get mad and say, man, see, that's why, hell no. So the only way you gonna cook for me is if I go buy the groceries. Like, that's just like me taking you out on a date and asking you to pay. I'm like, I don't know if that's the same thing or not. I really don't give a fuck, but I'm not about to go buy some groceries and cook for a man who ain't my man, who ain't doing nothing for me. I'm not about to do that. No. Like, if I cook one day and decide to invite you over for dinner, that's something else. But no, I'm not just finna go get some groceries and cook for you just because you want me to. No, I don't care. I'm not doing it. So this is when things got really weird because we on the phone talking, and out of nowhere, Todd just goes, you better not have no niggas in my house, and you better start listening to me too. Listening to you. Y'all, once I said that, like, I felt like the old key kicking back in. Like, I'm peaceful now, but that was just a trigger for me. So I'm like, nigga, you got me fucked up. If you want me listening to you, you're gonna be paying some motherfucking bills. Like, my mouth's still a little bit reckless, y'all. I'm working on that. I cuss like a sailor, but I'm working on that too, you know, just bear with me. But I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be paying some motherfucking bills. Like, any nigga I'm listening to, which I don't listen to. I don't listen. I don't listen, okay? I don't. But yeah, I'm like, he gonna be paying some fucking bills. He think he finna be telling me what to do with me listening to him. No. So he was like, you ain't never came at me like that, because once I said that, his auntie was like, ooh, like, she was still listening to the conversation. Like, bitch, go cut the grass or something. Like, damn, like, go find you something to do. Go knit a sweater. Why is you listening to our conversation? That was low-key getting on my nerves. But yeah, she was like, ooh. And I guess he felt some type of way because he goes, any bitch I fuck with, my name gotta be on the lease for me to be paying her bills. Yeah, I gotta be on the lease. I ain't paying no bitch bills. So y'all remember Todd, bitch, the one I mentioned earlier in the Storytime, who was on my line talking that shit, popping it. I said, well, old girl told me you was living with her, paying all her bills. So what you talking about? You wasn't on her damn lease. And you told me yourself that her situation got better when she started fucking with you because she was living in somebody's closet with her 2 kids. So yeah, I know you was paying her bills. So once I said that, he gonna say, I'm gonna call you right back. Y'all, he hung up the phone. He hung up the phone real fast. Like, why'd you guys hang up the phone? Because I'm telling the tea, I'm giving the tea, and everybody in the background listening. He probably called me back like a minute later. He was trying to FaceTime me, and I didn't answer the phone. And after that, after probably like a minute after that, he called me on the phone. He wasn't FaceTime, it was like a regular call. He called and I didn't answer. He called again, I didn't answer. So he texted me, I didn't text back. Then he writes me on Facebook and I didn't respond. So I'm gonna post the screenshots right here of him messaging me on Facebook and him texting me. So as y'all can see, I'm telling him, like, you know, we just have different beliefs and I'm just not fucking with it. Like, there's really no reason for me to be talking to him anymore. That's how I felt. Like, once he said that, I was just done with him. Hold on, y'all. As y'all can see in the screenshots, he's just thinking I'm not answering the phone because I'm mad about him saying what he said about the bills and shit. But, like, low-key, I just didn't really give a fuck because I don't want to talk about that no more. Like, I was on the phone, he was telling me how he don't pay bills, this is that. That's not some shit that I want to hear. Why do I want to keep discussing some bullshit? So no, I did not answer the phone for him no more. Like, there's no need for me to talk to no nigga like you. I like men who provide. We weren't talking like that. Like, we weren't talking to be in a relationship, but he's not somebody I want to give my energy to. He's just not somebody that I want to be around. Like, your mindset is still young and immature as well. Just like your raggedy ass Amy. Y'all belong together in that hot ass house with 10 other people. I'm good. I do not want to talk to your ass no more. So, like, he would still call me, but I really wouldn't answer the phone for him no more. Like, he would really blow my phone up, y'all. He would FaceTime me constantly, text me, blow my phone up, and I just would not give him my energy. So I'd actually caught me sleeping one day because I remember I was laying in the bed watching that movie on Tubi called Let It Be. Have y'all saw that yet? Yeah, it was all right, but I was watching that movie and it was late. It was probably like 10 or 11 at night, and I'm usually sleep around 8:30, 9 o'clock. But yeah, y'all, it was been past my bedtime, so I'm watching a movie, dozing off, and my phone started ringing. It was FaceTime call, and I'm not really paying attention, but I already just thought to myself, it's Bree, because, you know, Bree, she calls me all the time, and she's really the main person who FaceTimes me. So I'm thinking it's her, so I answered the FaceTime, and it was Todd. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, what's up? And he goes, nothing, I'm just chilling. What you doing? And I'm like, I'm watching this Tubi movie. What's up? And he was just like, nothing, I'm chilling. I'm at well, I'm not gonna say where he was because I'm not, you know. But anyways, he told me where he was. I'm like, okay, like, what are you doing over there? He goes, yeah, I'm just, you know, chilling with the homies right now. I'm just chilling over here. I'm like, well, I mean, it sounds quiet. It looked like you by yourself. Where are they at? He was like, they're outside. I'm like, oh, okay. So what's up? And he goes, nothing, I just wanted to see what you was doing because you ain't been answering the phone. I'm like, yeah, because I've been busy. You know, I got a lot of kids. I just been busy with my kids. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. I just thought you was mad because I said what I said. I'm like, well, I'm not tripping. I ain't worried about you. And he was like, yeah, so if you're not doing nothing, I just thought, like, I could come over. Can I come over? I'm like, what? I didn't say yes or no. I was just like, what? Like, I tried to change the subject. I'm like, what? Like, oh, wow. So I'm like, so you're not going home? That's what I asked him. I'm like, you're not going home? He was like, I don't know. I probably won't. Sometimes I stay the night here at the place he was at because he was laying down, y'all. He was laying down on the couch and he had no shirt on. That's why I'm like, what's going on? You know, why you at this place with no shirt on laying on the couch? Like, it's giving very much he needed somewhere to stay for the night. So he was telling me how sometimes he stays at that place. He stays the night over there. And that's when I figured that he was homeless and he was just staying with his aunt, because why would you be sleeping and spending the night at that place? The place where he was at, it was just like I don't know. It was an organization. Let's just put it like that. It was an organization. So I'm like, why would he be staying the night over there? Yeah, it's definitely giving homeless. So I'm telling him, you know, it's not a good time because, you know, my kids are home. As we're talking, I noticed something because the whole time me and Todd were on FaceTime, he had in a gold grill, y'all. And Todd has always had some nice teeth. He's always had nice teeth. So we were on the phone this time and he did not have a grill in. And I knew that long time ago, Todd's tooth was knocked out because he was in a dice game. And yeah, his tooth got knocked out. But he immediately got a flipper. So you couldn't even tell the difference. You didn't even know the man tooth was fake in the front because he had got a flipper. So he got nice teeth still. So I'm on the phone with Todd, and y'all, I'm starting to look at the man's teeth because I'm gonna look at your teeth because that's what I like. I like a man with some beautiful teeth. So I'm looking at his teeth, and I noticed like his grill was out, and then like his front tooth, he didn't have the flipper in, so he just missing the front tooth, and then the bottom of his teeth, right? So you know how your teeth are supposed to be straight up. They're just like this. They're straight up when they're straight. But his bottom row teeth, the bottom two, right, they were like spaced like that, right? And they were sticking out. I'm trying to explain this to y'all. So it was like sticking out. Like, it's supposed to be straight up, but it was spaced and it was sticking out. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm just trying to give y'all a visual of what I was looking at. And on top of that, he had a lot of hard butter on the bottom of his teeth. That wasn't a gold grill at the bottom. It was butter. And I'm just like, I don't want to say disgusted because that'd be rude, but I was just turned off. You know, I don't have the best teeth, but I keep them motherfuckers clean. You know, I go to the dentist when I was supposed to. It looked like he needed to be in somebody's dentist, y'all. Like, you can always tell when a man is not taking care of himself, and it did not look like he was taking care of himself. That was really a turn off for me, y'all. I had to cut that conversation short, y'all, because I was turned off, and yeah, that was just that. He would still call and text me, but I just stopped answering altogether. I just did not want to give him my time or energy anymore after I seen that shit. But I'm gonna post another screenshot right here, and he was just telling me like, y'all, what blew me was how I don't want to say he was illiterate, but he should have definitely reread those text messages before sending them to me. And he always texts like that, but I would just look past it because I liked him. Like, we were cool and I liked him, so I'm just like, I'm not even gonna worry about how he's texting me. But yeah, I just ended up blocking him because I got tired of him texting my phone the way he was texting it. And as y'all can see, he told me like he was gonna fall back. Nigga, we never even fell in. We weren't even talking like that. I don't know what gave him that impression that we was talking like that, because we were cool and close, but it was never given we was gonna be in a relationship. Like, he was really pressing me. He's never pressed me like that before. I only felt like he was doing that, pressing me and calling me all day, texting me all day, because he needed somewhere to go. He definitely tried to get me, y'all. He definitely almost had me. I'm glad I listened to my intuitions. I paid attention to the red flags. I wouldn't have done that years ago. Me being me now, like, I pay attention to certain shit. I listen to my intuition and watch for red flags. If I would have let Todd come over and chill with me that night, you know, when we were supposed to chill and watch movies and eat, he would have probably never left my house. Like, he would have never left. He would have had his auntie bringing his bag of clothes and his Xbox to my house. And I just could not have that. Like, I'm too old for that shit. You know, I am too old for that shit. I'm somebody's mama. I got hella kids, and I love my peace. My kids didn't need no stepdaddy who was not willing to pay no bills. And I'm never moving no man into my house. Like, my ex's mother always told me, when you find a man, make sure he has his own car, job, and house. You're never supposed to let a man move in with you. Never let nobody move in with you, ever. Going through all the shit that I've been through back then, it made me the woman I am today, and I'm not going for bullshit no more. So whatever we had going on, which was nothing, it lasted all of, what, a few days. I'm glad that shit was short-lived, y'all. He almost had me. He tried to get me, y'all. But I'm quicker than that. So yeah, y'all, that's it for this story time. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share this story time. You know, we're on the road to 1K, so we're trying to reach our goal before the end of the year. I'm gonna leave y'all on this note. Never let a bum ass nigga move in your house, but y'all know that already. I gotta go, y'all. My baby is making me get off my phone. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Until next time, bye.